Hi, this is Rocky19011 and I'm going to give you an overview of the MP5A4 by JG and just run through some of the pros and the cons with this weapon. Firstly, I'll talk about some of the metal parts that are included in the gun. The front outer barrel is metal, the front sling hook is metal and the front sight are metal. This dummy cocking lever is also metal. It doesn't actually do anything, this cocking lever, it just feels quite nice. I wouldn't recommend letting it snap forwards because it doesn't feel too strong. This part is metal, the magazine is all metal and the magazine release is metal, and on the other side of the gun the magazine release button is also metal. The fire selector switch, that's metal. The trigger is metal, and the rear sight is also metal, and so is the rear sling hook. The rest of the gun is actually made of plastic. It's strong ABS plastic and really high quality. As you can see, if I just hold it by the butt, it is strong ABS, it's not going to break. The butt plate is rubber and it just comes off like this, which reveals the battery, which goes in the back here. Quite easy to put in. Sometimes it is a bit hard to put in, but usually it's easy. The changeable parts on this gun include the foregrip, which you just take this pin out like that, and you can put a new one on whatever you want. So that's pretty easy to remove, and it's quite strong when you're using it in a skirmish. And the stock is also removable. You just take this screw out and then take the butt off, slide a new one on, screw it on. The only thing I'd say about that is when I took this stock off just to, I don't know, get a feel for it, the wiring all goes through here to the battery, and it's quite hard to take out through the butt and then put back in through the butt when you're getting it back on. So if you're going to change the stock, that's something to bear in mind. The whole gun weighs about 4 pounds, which is about 2 kilograms, which is weighty enough to feel nice, but not too heavy to weigh you down when you're running around with it in a skirmish. So that's pretty good. Right, now if I just run through some of the specs of this gun, which are shown on the internet and things like that. Well, it's got, as you can see, semi-auto and full auto firing modes. It's about 340 FPS, though I actually reckon this is a little bit over 340 FPS because some other guns I own which advertise 340 FPS seem a lot slower than it, so that's something to watch out for. And if you're going to use it in a skirmish, then I'd recommend chronoing it before taking it to a site. It has adjustable hop-up, which is just here, and to adjust it, more hop is back and less hop is forwards, and so it's easy to adjust when you're in a skirmish or whatever. The rate of fire is 800 rounds per minute with the stock 1500 milliamp battery, but I've actually put a 3300 milliamp battery in it, so that would increase the rate of fire. And I know it's not good to dry fire it, but I'll just give you a little demo of how fast it is. So yeah, pretty fast. The gun also comes with a flash hider, which I've actually turned into a silencer because I think it looks pretty cool. So that just clips on like that, and then if you take a look at it, it looks quite nice, and then easy to clip off again. It's about 720mm long, which is the same length as the real gun, so it's a 1:1 scale, which is nice. And the magazine is a 240 round mag. There's actually no other higher cap mags than 240 round, so if you want to have more on you, then that's the only option to get more rounds when you're out in the field. It comes with a BB cleaning rod, like most guns, and it uses 0.2 gram BBs, which you can only use the high quality ones because the lower quality ones can actually damage the gun. If I just talk a bit about how this gun shoots, it shoots really well. It's incredibly accurate, and as I've just shown you, fast rate of fire, and I've found it has a range of about 65 meters before the BB drops or moves too much to be accurate or whatever, which is really good compared to most of my other guns. It's very, very good. The hop-up, if I just talk about that again, it works really well, but it sometimes differs. You might change it and then it will differ from shot to shot a little bit, but generally it works really well. I mean, I've never had a jam with this gun or any problem with feeding BBs or anything like that. No problem at all with that, but I do recommend that you clean it regularly. If you use the cleaning rod with a bit of tissue or cloth and just clean out the barrel, and also lubricate the barrel with silicone gun oil. I've got this Abbey silicone gun oil, which is quite useful, and yeah, I recommend you just lube it with that. I've praised this gun quite a lot, and I'll just tell you some of the problems I've had with it. Firstly, I'll show you the hop-up again. As it's on the outside of the gun, it can actually be knocked very easily. So when you're running around, it might get knocked by a stick or something, and then that's a problem when you want to go and shoot someone, because it will fly all over the place. So that is one thing that I don't like. Another thing is, when I bought the gun, the magazine actually broke quite quickly. The wheel on the bottom here, which you use to feed BBs into the gun, it stopped working, and so none were being fed in, which was a bit annoying. So I just bought another one of these, and this is made by JG, the same as the gun, so you'd expect it to fit perfectly into the gun, but when I got it, it wouldn't actually fit into the gun, and as you can see here, I had to sand it down a little bit to get it in, and it still needs a tap to click in, and I don't like doing that because it feels like I could break something. Another thing is the fire selector switch is slightly wobbly. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's slightly wobbly. It's not too much of a problem, but it just feels like it might break if you're pushing it too hard. Also with the fire selector switch, it clicks into semi and it clicks into full auto, but it doesn't click into safe. So you click into semi and it doesn't click into safe, so you're not really sure whether it's on safe or not, and it can click into semi quite easily, which is a bit annoying. Other than that, this gun is a really nice gun, and definitely worth the money. I paid £89 for it off Action Hobbies, and I would say it's definitely worth the money. I'm very pleased with it. Well, this concludes my video of the JG MP5A4, and I hope I showed you everything that you need to know before buying this gun. And if you have any other questions, then please ask me in the comments section, and thanks for watching.